You can do hard things, even with your symptoms. I know, you don't believe it now, but it's true. You can do things that you don't think are possible. Like, not in the future. Like, you can do them today. I wouldn't have believed it a year ago. Hell, I wouldn't have believed this result would have even been possible, even just the second before I crossed the start line. The brain can create your symptoms, but it can just as easily take them away, literally in an instant. It all just depends on its perception and if the information it is receiving is accurate. And yeah, it helps to have some motivation to kick ass. It really helps you not focus on the symptoms. Hi, my name is Tori, and welcome to The Treatment Within. I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner, but much more importantly, someone who has experienced and recovered from severe neuroplastic symptoms. This video documents the week leading up to me running a Memorial Day 5K race in my town, a feat that for so long was unthinkable. In taking on this challenge, I go through some of the ups and the downs with my Mindbody Syndrome and show how I got through it. I also share the race itself with some POV footage and, of course, my amazing end result. Like, if I told all 316 race participants and all the organizers and volunteers that 2 years ago I couldn't walk at all, and 1 year ago I could barely run, and like the multiple diagnoses and problems that I got that were all massive barriers to doing so, no one would believe me. They all saw me. They all saw that there was nothing wrong with me, and they all saw that I was beating them. Sure, when I filmed this at the end of May of 2026, I had been fully committed to doing mind-body recovery for over a year, and my symptoms were incredibly reduced. None of them held me back from living my life fully, and I was able to do what I wanted to every day, which for a long time was not the case. But during times of stress, when my nervous system gets activated, the symptoms can come back. I know you don't want to hear it, but trust me, they are minor and they don't stay long. But yeah, they can make things harder and make me feel like I am slipping back. But knowing what I know now, this does not freak me out. I know the reason for them occurring, and I know that they will go away when my brain feels safe again. Apparently, signing up for a 5K does not make my brain feel safe. But now that I've done one, I'm sure that next time will be absolutely fine. This 5K was all about exposure to my fear and facing the past trauma, because I had done this race on the same course this same weekend 3 years ago, where I was the first female finisher, and I plan to do it again the next year. But the next Memorial Day, my symptoms were so severe that I could barely even walk to my mailbox, and I was using a mobility scooter to walk my dog. Just signing up for this was scary enough and already a win. Over the week, I did a lot of preparing and practicing with visualizing the race to decrease the fear as much as possible. There was a lot of emotional work that I did off camera, processing the pain and the trauma from having that past race glory to thinking I would be disabled for the rest of my life. Lots of crying, lots of feeling my feelings. Lastly, I decided to be brave and take on this race during an incredibly stressful period of my life. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I moved from Michigan to Florida, and this was like right in the middle of packing up my house and saying goodbye to everyone and everything to literally start a completely new life. All of which was like pushing the limits of my capacity and not shockingly triggering an increase in symptoms that were like kind of all over the place. But since I was leaving Michigan, I knew this was my last chance to do this race ever, and I was going to show up and finish it, no matter how hard or how much the symptoms sucked. Alrighty, you ready? It's a long one, so settle in with some popcorn and your favorite beverage, or if you just want to listen, throw on your headphones and get some chores done around the house or go for a walk. That's what I always used to do when listening to TMS YouTubers or podcasts. I've gotten so many dishes and laundry done that way. The next 20 minutes or so is me going through my week, preparing for the race, and how the symptoms varied and how I worked through them. So you can just listen, but I would recommend watching for the last part of the video where I'm actually at the race and I filmed it in POV and I have some like cool Garmin graphics with my distance and speed. Also, you should probably watch just to spare you from only hearing my heavy breathing and like the bleeped swears. I mean, when I watched it all back, it was incredible to hear all the people cheer me on that I like didn't even hear when I was actually running the thing. They probably just thought I was some kick-ass runner just deciding to destroy it at the local 5K. Completely unrecognizable from 2 years ago. I couldn't have asked for better, all thanks to understanding that I had mind-body syndrome and neuroplastic symptoms and doing the work to keep myself out of fight or flight while I continue to expose myself to scary and hard things. Because my brain, yes, it brought me the symptoms, but it also brought it to this race. My brain came through when it needed to, and yours will too. I've signed up for my next race. I am going to take you on my journey over the next week in preparing for this race using TMS methods. Today is Monday, May 18th, and the race is next Monday, May 25th, which is Memorial Day, because it is the Milford, Michigan Memorial Day 5K. The reason that I am doing this is just pure exposure. Pure exposure, because I really want to get back into racing and being comfortable around other people running and really just being a normal person again. It also will be a good way to process a lot of the things that have happened to me over the last 2 years. I've internalized all the misconceptions about like my body is broken, easily damaged, and easily injured, and that I have a neurological disorder and all this crap, which we know is not true. Like, I gotta expose myself to that, even if it goes crappy. Who cares? Because it's about doing that. It's about facing the fear. It's about kind of processing some of the trauma that I have had over the last couple of years and having that decline and building myself back up. So that is the purpose of this. It is not to place, it is not to get my best 5K ever. This is gonna help me do this like low stakes, short, simplified race that is just across town on terrain that I totally know is gonna help me get back to those bigger races that have the bigger stakes, the more stress going into them. Because I wanna be back at those, because I love those. So I gotta ease myself back into it. So today, I did a 5K, just visualizing in my head the course. I also was playing around with a playlist that I will make for the race, and I'm pretty happy with that. I just need to add like another minute or two with my predicted time. I do expect over the next week my symptoms to flare a little bit or increase, probably not a flare. And in fact, today and yesterday, they've felt a little bit like this because I signed up for the race, I think last Thursday. And so I'm already, anticipating it and already being like, am I going to be okay? Be like, oh, is my dystonia worse? Or like, am I like having pain here and there? And this is a new pain and this might be an injury. TMS is sneaky like that. So I'm already seeing a little bit of the increase. So I'm prepared for that. I'm going to make sure that I'm giving lots of messages of safety this week, that I am combining stressful things like the training and work and other stuff I have going on in my life with relaxing things like reading and doing sticker puzzles and doing nice slow walks and sitting outside and listening to good music, watching good TV shows, listening to good podcasts. Gotta make sure I have like a really good balance of that this week. Like a lot of people with TMS, my symptoms also really flare over the weekend. And since this is Memorial Day weekend, I'm gonna have Saturday and Sunday before the race, and Friday night they already start to go up because I like to stay busy and downtime. The brain goes everywhere. So that's a normal pattern for me to kind of feel worse on the weekend. So definitely this weekend and the 2 days before the race, being very cognizant of my mindset and mental state. We'll see how this week unfolds, and thanks for joining me. All right, it's Tuesday, May 19th, and to be honest, I am not feeling great today, physically or mentally. I got 6 days until the race, and even though I'm not feeling good, gotta stick with the plan. Right here is where the start finish line is gonna be, because it's gonna be an out and back along this trail. And today I was like, I'm not feeling good, so let's just go do the course. And it doesn't matter how slow we are and how much things hurt and how much I feel like I'm having symptoms. This is just gonna be a good day to expose myself and not have the high expectations, because it's not about doing well in this race, it's just about doing this race. So if it's still about in the same place as it's been the last couple of years, this I believe is gonna be like the start and finish line, and then you gotta cross that road right there, and then the trail goes over there through that woods over by that other porta potty. It's a lot of hills, and it's just gonna be a quick turnaround, or a tight turnaround I should say, on the trail. So I'm just gonna go 1.55 out and 1.55 back, and I got my playlist again, and I'm gonna see where that kind of matches up with the bigger hills and how that matches up just overall time-wise for the run. Here we go. Wish me luck. Yay. Gotta do hard things, man. Gotta do hard things. You can do more than you think you can, and that's gonna be me today. That's gonna be me today. I can do more than I think I can, even though I'm not feeling good. Okay, I think the turnaround's gotta be right before this bridge, because I don't want to be involved in that. Maybe not. Okay, I don't like the bridge because it's slippery. Okay, 1.55. That's a turn. Oh my God. Yep, feeling the hills. Okay, man. Whew. Let's see what it was. Let's go in the shade. Really noticing the glare recently. Okay. Yeah, heart rate was up there. Not feeling good. 23:05 for the 5K and 7:24 average pace. Not bad for the hills. I shouldn't even say not bad. That's like negative self-talk. Oh, maybe let's go hang out in the shade a little bit. There is really no shade. We'll walk it off. Okay. So overall good. Overall good. I would be pleased with that performance because hell, couldn't do that a year ago. Couldn't do that 2 years ago. So again, all about exposure, rehearsals, visualization, easing myself back into racing, going into scary, fearful situations like races where there's a lot of people around, people are watching me, where I have a great fear of my symptoms being really bad, not just because I might not do as well as I wanted to, but of course some of my symptoms are visual that other people can see. I really hope that no one's there that I know, but maybe it's for the best if they are there and I see them and I know them and like I can just get over that fear because that's gonna happen eventually again. Oh, the sweat in my eyes, that's happening. Gotta always bring a couple tissues, whether it's for snot or sweat or crying, because I cry a lot, which is good, which is good. Glad I did the dress rehearsal there. The music worked out really well, so I'm pretty solid with my playlist. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day, and also because I have medical appointments, yay, which are always triggering, even though these ones are routine, getting my mammogram and getting my routine blood work. But you guys know, with the trauma of TMS and whatever your supposed disorders might be from that, and all the experience you've had with doctors or test results that said things, just any medical encounter, and like I have to go back to the building that I had both of my surgeries in for the mammogram. Yay. And I had an abnormal one last year, which was like extra fun. It ended up being fine, right? And then you have to do the extra screening for that. But like, I don't want to get involved in that again. And then the blood work is at a building where I've had a lot of outpatient medical appointments that also carry a lot of trauma. So it's going to be a hard day tomorrow, but it's all right. I'm working through it. It's another exposure that has to be done. Right, Thursday, May 21st, we got what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days until the 5K. Just had to do a pit stop at 3 miles and a third, which, man, that was an old TMS symptom, and that's been coming back because everything's been coming back this week as expected, as I talked about at the beginning of the video. Flares to be expected, so whether it's dystonia or pain or ear issues or constipation or runner's stomach, because it goes between the two, sorry, it's come this week. But that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of the process. You need the symptoms to recover because you need to not be afraid of them. What I did do was I did the second half of the race, because like that trail that the race is on is like an out and back, but it goes between like two main roads in this town. So I hopped on it from like the other road and just ran this way. So basically practicing the second half of the 5K. All right, gonna run home now. All right, I know better to do this in the shade now. Okay, 37:53, and that is 5.1 miles and 7:25 average pace, which usually gets rounded up by a second in the Garmin app. So maybe it's 7:26. Whatever, dude. It's good. Ugh, that old TMS symptom coming back of the whole gastrointestinal stuff sucks. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, it's better to go back to that than all the other crap I have now. Whatever. It's all the same. All the symptoms are the same. They all come from the same place, as we know. I've realized that this week is not just about exposure. It's about building the capacity. And man, like, I pushed my capacity this week for sure. Mentally and emotionally, probably more so, which is like the real key to all this, because, you know, I'm capable physically of doing these things. But when you add on like the mental and the emotional stuff, that's like the real building of the capacity and pushing the limits. So I find whenever I do that, there's like, you know, the setback or flare. And like, this isn't some big deal here. Like, I'm doing fine. But, you know, versus a week ago, like, when you feel worse, you're like, oh crap. But there's been so much going on. And, you know, I had that really big day yesterday with all those medical appointments and having, you know, TMS and health anxiety. Like, even when you just go for that routine stuff, that was like super triggering to me. Yeah, so building capacity, exposure. It's all about just getting through this week, showing up for the race. That's all that it takes. That's all that I want. That's all that I want. And I'm gonna do it. I have to go pick up my bib tonight. So, I mean, I could pick it up on race day morning, but I'm gonna go pick it up tonight just to have everything be prepared for Monday morning. That'll be another step in the process. All right, going to pick up my bib at the local brewery. I had to park far away because there's like obviously like patrons or having like drinks and dinner and stuff. And then there's like this protest over there. So I'm not going to film over there. I just wanted to say on this little walk over there, since apparently I'm pretty far away, that I just had like a really nice like therapeutic like video making session. Well, actually I wrote the script first and then I did the video about it. And it was because today is like the 2-year anniversary of me being diagnosed with runner's dystonia by the movement disorder specialist I saw. But you know what? He didn't actually diagnose me. I diagnosed me because I had like heard about it and someone suggested it to me. So I like floated it to him and got a diagnosis, right? Crazy. I can't even like really say I was noceboed by a doctor. I mean, I have been since then by other providers that I've seen, but it was kind of crazy. But anyway, I kind of like outlined the whole TMS thing for people, because people in the runner's dystonia community are like super resistant, man, to TMS. I mean, you guys shouldn't be surprised, whatever your diagnosis or symptom is. I'm sure you've all been in those bad neighborhoods, as Dan Buglio would call them, that are like those illness communities that like, they just want to be sick and broken forever and not think outside the box and see that the cure, the treatment is within them. Mm-hmm. All right, here's like the protest, so I'll see you on the other side. This is weird, like not a day. This is like a crowded day in this little sleepy town. Alrighty, there's the wind. I got the bib, you see it. Honestly, by the time I post this video, even though it's like personal information on here, where I live, I'm not gonna freaking live here anymore by the time I get around to all this. To be honest, I won't even be in the same state. Hallelujah. So this was my last chance to do a run in Milford. And the protests are wearing black, and of course I'm wearing all black because it's how I feel. I always wear all black. No, not always, but I do wear it very often ever since high school. And like, they're all wearing all black. I'm like, I'm not part of this. I'm just picking up my 5K bib, man. That's it. It's in the bag. Oh, I just wanted to keep listening to that song. So good. Eurovision, the best. Okay. 22:46 for a 5K. 7:20 average pace. Felt good today. My biggest complaint was like, just tired, man. It's just another TMS symptom. It's just another way for my body to be like, are you sure you're ready for this? Are you sure you're ready for this? Definitely over the last 2 days, I have spent more time sending the messages of safety because I just felt myself tipping over into that fight or flight with everything and getting symptoms kind of everywhere. Again, like
my brain being like, okay, what are we gonna throw at you that is gonna stick? So we're gonna try everything to see what bothers you the most. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I know it. I know it now. I know it because it's me. Definitely took some more time for myself, doing things, you know, like outside of work and responsibilities, and even a little bit outside of just like focusing too much on like TMS recovery, like watching the Survivor finale the last 2 nights, which has been great because it's 3 hours, so it took me 2 nights to get through it. But Survivor is like one of my favorite shows. Survivor and Big Brother. Big Brother's coming out this summer. It's gonna be a great summer. Taking a nap this afternoon, like I forced myself to nap. I slept for maybe 10 minutes. I said, no, you gotta keep lying down and really try again, at least rest. And I felt a lot better when I woke up from that, because even like I was starting to feel like I was getting a little sick today, because like my other symptoms were feeling better for the last 2 days. And like I was like, you're just gonna try. I mean, like it might be a real sickness, I don't know, but I also know that like feeling the little itchy throat and like the ear stuff, that's a classic. That's a classic. So my brain is trying anything that you could think of to be like, are you sure you really want to do this 5K on Monday? Yes, we are sure. Yes, we are sure. We will take the next 2 days off. That is fine. I will be nice and rested and ready to go on Monday morning. All right, Saturday, May 23rd. It's been raining all day. It's raining a little bit now. You might be able to see it on my glasses, but out for a walk. Snuck out for a walk, listening to my playlist for the 5K and like visualizing where I'm going to be on the course as I hit each song, you know, keeping track of that, just looking at the timing on my watch and knowing roughly what my pace is going to be. Hanging out by my favorite tree in the cemetery. Just hit a mile and walked in 14 minutes because I am cruising, because I got a lot of energy pent up, and no running today, no running tomorrow. Finally felt today like, okay, let's go. We're ready to do this. Let's do just like the final stages of this. So, yep. In the rain. Did just now about 23 minutes. I'm probably at 24 right now. God, hoping to get less than 24. It's okay if I don't though. Like, oh, so TMS. With the personality, I'm pushing myself that I want to do better than 24 minutes. A dream. Oh, I don't even want to say it. A dream would be less than 23. But anyway, playlist worked out good. I like the song that I'm going to end on, because damn, the hills are going to get to me at that point for sure. It is Sunday, May 24th. This is the second walk of the day. Just getting out the jitters here. So the funny thing is like last night, which was Saturday night, and the race is on Monday morning, like I, took a shower in the evening and I was like ready to go. I was so pumped up and like fired up and like confident that I was just gonna like crush it and like kick everybody's ass. And that felt nice to feel, even though I'm not feeling that today. And I was like, oh, why isn't the race tomorrow morning? Because usually like most races just like happen to be on Sunday mornings, or at least the ones that I do. I don't know. But since it's Memorial Day, it's on a Monday. So I was like, great, another day of kind of freaking out and stressing out and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, it was like nice to feel that way again. It was really nice to feel that way again. Even though it's probably not gonna like end up being like that, which is okay. Again, I said at the very beginning of this video, at the very beginning of the week, it's all about just showing up and doing it. And really, honestly, the work is like getting through this week, because the work tomorrow morning, well, obviously it's gonna be showing up and pacing around the parking lot, being nervous and going to the porta potty 400 times and just like praying that like I'm not gonna have symptoms or major symptoms on the run, and that at least for the gastrointestinal ones, hopefully that can be solved before the start of the race. Honestly, that's like my biggest worry about this one, because the runner's stomach, it's made a resurgence, like not remotely as bad as it was, but like, I had a couple instances the last couple of weeks, and I was like, we don't need to get back into that pattern. So I'm nervous about it, even though it's only a 5K, because it's like, there is one like halfway through, but I don't want to stop. Like, I don't want to stop. And like, I'm afraid it's going to be on like the second half. I don't want to have an accident. So that's kind of my biggest worry. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm sure some of you have some wicked embarrassing like TMS symptoms, so I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Okay, back to the music. I will see you tomorrow morning. And here I am. Yes, here I am. Monday morning. Oh, my stomach, man. TMS or nerves? Legit or not legit? A little quieter over here. This is the start of the trail. One of the secret porta potties for sure over here. There's a couple over back at the race registration, but yep, this is the secret one. I've already hit today. I'm probably gonna hit it at least another time before the race. So I already did a walk around my neighborhood this morning, like a mile and a half. Just sort of warm up, get the nerves out, get my brain all freaking set for this endeavor. Ugh, there's a lot of people here, man. They still keep coming in, but showing up and finishing it, that's the only goal. That's the only goal. It's just an exercise and exposure. Just an exercise and exposure. So it is 8:06 and they are doing a 1 miler at 8:30. So a lot of people are here already for that and are gonna do just the 1 miler, or we'll do like the double, do a 1 miler and a 5K back to back. So the 5K is at 9 o'clock. So I have a ways to go. I'm wearing some warm-up pants and a sweatshirt over my shorts and tank top. I'm just doing some laps around the parking lot here. Look how dirty my shoes get. Oh my God, I don't even know how that happens. So I just got back in my car and there's a lot of people sitting in their cars. So there's a lot of people here, but it's kind of making me more nervous and my stomach feel kind of more wonky. So I'm gonna get back out. I'm just kind of cold because I'm getting those pre-race like jitters, which just make me cold, even though it's like not that cold out at all. It's actually a really nice day. Back on the trail. It's a little wet because it rained a ton yesterday. So I'm pretty nervous about the little bridge part, which is like right at the turnaround because it's slippery. It's always slippery with the rain. So it kind of sucks. This is what the last probably 1/10 of a mile is gonna look like here. Oh, I'm getting nervous, getting nervous.
All right, good morning, everybody. Again, this is our Memorial Day 5K 1 mile double event. We will be starting our 1 mile run right now at 8:30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here are the first runners for, yep, Teenage Boy. Got about 16 minutes to go. All right, suit it up. Last minute porta potty. Oh my God, I almost didn't make it. Ugh.
This is our 5K start!
2 minutes away, I'm gonna nestle towards the front and put my phone in my run belt. So, see you on the other side.
3, 2, 1, go!
One mile. This is the biggest hill. Well, it's hill. One. Please don't push me off the trail. Alright, it's gonna be slippery. It's so slippery. Okay, good.
Bridge is slick. Good job, Maya.
Yeah, Adam!
Yeah!
Whoa, slippery. Fucking nasty. Nice job! Thank you. $707. Some more hills. That's it. In. For the past 2 years, man.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Thank you. everything. Everything. I need this song now. Third of a mile. Yes. Don't finish. Looking good. Thank you, God. Good job. Thank you. Holy shit. Hell yeah. That was so fucking good. That was so fucking good. Oh my God. Here's the medal.
Great job.
Thank you. Hey. Oh my God. 22:07. 3.11, 7:06 average pace. I mean, that's not official. That's just the Garmin. We'll see what they say. All right, word on the street is that I did maybe the best for women. We'll see, but I think I was beat by a child or a teenage girl for women. We'll see. For females, I guess I should say. Okay, so I got second place for females. It's true. Oh my God, I was beat by an 11-year-old. Oh my God. I'll take that any day. I love that 11-year-old. That's amazing. That's amazing. Good for her. I'll take that any day. But I got the best for an adult. Adult female. All right, so official time was 22:06. I'll see what it totally shakes out to be. I think I was number 23 overall, but I don't know how many people are here. So I'm gonna go get my prize. Got my pint glass. If I can do this, you can do anything. You can do hard things, even with your TMS symptoms. Like that, man, I brought it. My brain brought it. So even though it's brought me some crazy symptoms over the last couple of years, it can do this. It can do this. A 44-year-old woman with chronic pain, runner's dystonia, a billion other chronic incurable medical diagnoses, got second female overall in her local 5K. Man, it was like I was in the flow, the zone. Yes, I had minor symptoms, but I didn't need a porta potty. My pain didn't get in the way. The minor dystonia symptoms were fine. I felt so good, so good. It was just amazing what your mind and your body can do.